I, I have a hard time with that whole.
Burt Reynolds was one of the most iconic figures in Hollywood, known for his charm, rugged good looks, and unforgettable screen presence. Born in Michigan and raised in Florida, his early life was shaped by sports and ambition, and especially football, which he pursued at Florida State University before an injury redirected his path toward acting. Over the decades, Reynolds became a symbol of American masculinity, blending humor, confidence, and depth in every role he played. From action-packed adventures to heartfelt dramas, he captivated audiences with a combination of charisma and talent that few could match. His journey was marked by professional triumphs, personal challenges, and enduring admiration for his peers, including legendary actors like Clint Walker, whose influence he openly acknowledged late in life. Early life and family background. Burt Reynolds, born Burton Leon Reynolds Jr., came into the world in Lansing, Michigan, and grew up in a family that valued hard work, discipline, and resilience. His father, a police chief, and his mother created a home where responsibility and determination were modeled daily. Moving to Riviera Beach, Florida, during his formative years exposed Burt to new opportunities and allowed him to explore his love for sports, particularly football. He was naturally competitive, full of energy, and eager to excel, traits that shaped his early personality and gave him a sense of purpose. The lessons he absorbed from family, loyalty, resilience, and the drive to keep moving forward would later become the foundation for navigating Hollywood's challenging environment. A serious knee injury, which ended his promising football aspirations, was a turning point that could have crushed a lesser spirit. Instead, it acted as a catalyst, redirecting his energy toward a new path. Acting, this early pivot not only demonstrated his adaptability, but also revealed the spark of talent that would come to define him. Even as a young man, Burt's charm, determination, and charisma were evident, setting the stage for the persona audiences would later fall in love with. His upbringing blended discipline with warmth, giving him both the resilience to face setbacks and the ability to connect with people genuinely, qualities that became hallmarks of his career and personal life. College football and career redirection. Burt Reynolds' college years were dominated by football, where he excelled as a halfback at Florida State University. Known for his agility, speed, and fierce competitiveness, he seemed destined to step onto a professional playing field. Football wasn't just a game for him. It was a proving ground where he learned strategy, teamwork, and the resilience required to overcome setbacks. However, life had other plans when a severe knee injury abruptly ended his athletic aspirations, leaving him at a crossroads in both ambition and identity. For many, such a setback would have been devastating, but Reynolds approached it as a moment for reflection and redirection. It was during this period of uncertainty that a teacher noticed his natural presence and charisma, encouraging him to explore acting. Initially, this suggestion might have seemed a detour, but it became a defining turning point. The transition from sports to acting was neither instantaneous nor easy. It required him to reimagine himself, to develop new skills, and to take emotional risks. Yet the discipline, work ethic, and competitive spirit he had cultivated on the football field translated seamlessly into acting. He learned to perform under pressure, embrace vulnerability, and approach challenges with a sense of courage and persistence. This pivotal shift laid the groundwork for a career defined not just by talent, but by resilience, adaptability, and an enduring ability to seize opportunity, turning disappointment into a new kind of triumph. Early acting struggles. Burt Reynolds' early acting career was marked by perseverance, humility, and the slow grind typical of Hollywood's unpolished beginnings. In the 1950s, he appeared in small television roles on shows like Gunsmoke and Riverboat, experiences that taught him both the realities of the entertainment industry and the importance of persistence. Hollywood often reduced him to his physical appeal and charm, but Reynolds had bigger ambitions. He wanted to prove that he could handle range, depth, and complexity in his work. These formative years were challenging. Auditions were frequent and rejections numerous. Yet he approached each with dedication and curiosity, slowly learning the craft. His rugged look and resonant voice made him ideal for westerns. Yet Reynolds was determined to avoid being typecast. Through trial, error, and constant effort, he honed his skills and learned to inhabit characters fully, gaining an understanding of storytelling and human emotion that would serve him throughout his career. Importantly, these early struggles shaped his personality, grounding him with humility and patience. Burt's experiences in this phase reinforced the value of hard work and the reality that fame and recognition don't arrive overnight. The lessons learned during these early years, discipline, resilience, and emotional openness, became inseparable from both his professional and personal identity, contributing to the authenticity and warmth that endeared him to audiences. Worldwide breakthrough with Deliverance. The 1972 film Deliverance became a turning point in Burt Reynolds' career, showcasing a level of dramatic skill that few had previously recognized. The film required him to navigate intense emotional and physical challenges, portraying a character under extreme stress and moral pressure. Reynolds' performance revealed an actor capable of more than charm and good looks. He displayed depth, vulnerability, and a gripping intensity that left audiences captivated. Critically, this role demonstrated his ability to inhabit complex characters, portraying both internal conflict and outward resilience with authenticity. The success of Deliverance cemented his reputation as a serious actor and opened doors to more challenging and prominent projects. Beyond the accolades and career benefits, the experience reshaped Reynolds' perspective on his craft, reinforcing the idea that acting demanded courage, commitment, and willingness to explore difficult emotional terrain. Audiences responded not only to the raw power of his performance, but also to the relatability of a character who, despite facing adversity, retained a core humanity. This role marked the transition from a rising actor to a recognized force in Hollywood, providing a benchmark for the kinds of meaningful, layered performances that would define his enduring career. Deliverance exemplified Reynolds' unique ability to combine intensity with relatability, a combination that became his signature style. Rise to stardom in the 1970s. The 1970s were the golden era of Burt Reynolds' career, during which he became a household name and a symbol of American charm, humor, and rugged masculinity. Films like Smokey and the Bandit, The Longest Yard, and Hooper showcased his versatility, effortlessly blending comedy, action, and charisma. His iconic mustache, playful grin, and confident swagger became emblematic of the era, making him instantly recognizable and culturally significant. Reynolds had an innate ability to connect with audiences, making characters relatable even amid high-octane plots. His on-screen persona combined rebellion with approachability, inviting viewers to laugh with him and root for him simultaneously beyond his film roles. Reynolds represented a kind of authenticity that audiences admired, someone who seemed accessible, warm, and genuine, despite the glamour of Hollywood. This period of stardom also affirmed his personal philosophy. Audiences respond not just to superficial charm, but to sincerity and depth. His appeal wasn't limited to looks or action sequences. It came from a combination of talent, heart, and personality. Reynolds' ability to navigate success without losing his essence made him an enduring icon and reinforced his reputation as one of the most beloved stars of his generation, demonstrating dramatic depth. While Burt Reynolds was often celebrated for his charm and comedic talent, his dramatic abilities revealed a remarkable emotional depth. Deliverance had already highlighted his intensity, but it was his later work in Boogie Nights that demonstrated fully mature, layered acting. In that film, Reynolds portrayed a complex adult film director, balancing authority with vulnerability and tenderness in a way that earned him critical acclaim and an Academy Award nomination. These performances reminded audiences that beneath his rugged exterior and playful persona lay a profound emotional intelligence and nuanced skill. Reynolds could inhabit characters whose struggles were internal, whose challenges were psychological, and whose humanity resonated with viewers on a deep level. Balancing drama and humor became a hallmark of his craft, allowing him to transition seamlessly between lighthearted roles and emotionally intense narratives. His ability to convey authenticity, to make audiences feel the weight of his character's experiences, elevated him beyond the typical leading man archetype. For Reynolds, acting was not just entertainment. It was a way to explore human complexity, to tell stories that mattered, and to create connections with audiences who could relate to vulnerability, strength, and sincerity. This duality in his performances became a defining feature of his enduring legacy. Financial and career challenges. Despite immense success, Burt Reynolds' career was not without challenges. In the 1980s and 1990s, he faced financial difficulties, health concerns, and the unpredictability of Hollywood, experiencing periods of career setbacks and personal struggle. Box office disappointments and professional missteps tested his resolve, yet Reynolds approached these challenges with resilience, humor, and a steadfast commitment to his craft. His experiences humanized him, reminding audiences that even beloved stars confront adversity. These obstacles did not diminish his passion for acting. Instead, they highlighted his perseverance and ability to rebound. Reynolds' willingness to continue working, to take risks, and to engage with meaningful projects underscored his dedication to storytelling over personal gain. In overcoming hardship, he became an example of determination and integrity, demonstrating that setbacks are temporary and can serve as opportunities for growth. Audiences admired not only his talent, but also his authenticity in facing life's challenges, which reinforced the deep connection they felt to him. Reynolds' career longevity was rooted in his resilience, creativity, and unwavering love for acting, showing that true success is measured not just by fame, but by the courage to persist, adapt, and remain true to oneself. Personal life and marriages. Burt Reynolds' personal life mirrored the complexity and depth of his career, revealing a man who felt intensely, loved fully, and navigated the highs and lows of life with sincerity. Unlike the larger-than-life persona he projected on screen, Reynolds' relationships showed vulnerability, emotional honesty, and the challenges of balancing love with a highly public career. Married twice, first to English actress Judy Kaye and later to television star Lonnie Anderson, he experienced the exhilaration of passion as well as the heartbreak of unmet expectations. These unions were formative, shaping his understanding of love, trust, and compromise. Reynolds approached his marriages not as a matter of convenience or social expectation, but with genuine emotional investment. He reflected thoughtfully on both partnerships, often acknowledging mistakes, lessons learned, and moments of joy, showing a rare level of introspection for someone in the public eye. These experiences underscored a universal truth: no amount of fame or success can replace the richness of human connection. Reynolds valued emotional authenticity, and his personal life, full of love, disappointment, and growth, revealed him as a man capable of deep feeling. Even amid the glitz of Hollywood, he recognized that the foundation of identity and fulfillment lay in relationships, family, and the bonds we nurture. In many ways, his personal journey mirrored the arcs he portrayed on screen, blending humor, tenderness, and resilience to navigate life's complexities with both grace and humanity. Marriage to Judy Kaye. Burt Reynolds' first marriage to Judy Kaye came at a time when he was still finding his footing, both personally and professionally. The union was filled with youthful energy, ambition, and the excitement of two people striving to define themselves amid the pressures of Hollywood. Yet, like many early relationships, it was also marked by challenges: the demands of burgeoning careers, the stress of public scrutiny, and the learning curve of emotional maturity. Though their marriage lasted only 2 years, it left a lasting impression on Reynolds, shaping his understanding of love, patience, and commitment. He later reflected on the relationship with a mixture of fondness and regret, recognizing that both he and Kaye were navigating growth while under the intense pressures of ambition. This experience taught him that emotional readiness and balance are critical in sustaining a healthy partnership. Importantly, the marriage underscored a recurring theme in Reynolds' life: that personal growth often comes from navigating difficulty rather than avoiding it. The relationship also gave him insight into empathy, compromise, and the delicate interplay between personal and professional lives. While brief, the marriage to Judy Kaye helped lay the emotional foundation for Reynolds' later relationships, fostering an awareness of vulnerability, responsibility, and the complexities of connecting with another person in a world filled with distraction, expectation, and scrutiny. Marriage to Lonnie Anderson. Burt Reynolds' second marriage, to television star Lonnie Anderson, represented both the glamour of Hollywood and the very human challenges of sustaining intimacy in the spotlight. Their relationship was highly publicized, often scrutinized by media, which added pressure to an already complex dynamic. Yet behind the headlines, Reynolds and Anderson shared moments of genuine tenderness and devotion, particularly in raising their adopted son, Quentin. The marriage reflected both love and the practical difficulties of managing two demanding careers, personal differences, and the expectations that come with fame. Reynolds often spoke about the union with honesty, acknowledging the joy, the struggle, and the lessons learned from their time together. Their eventual divorce was painful, but Reynolds approached it with introspection, viewing the experience not as failure, but as an opportunity to grow emotionally. In later years, he expressed appreciation for the positive aspects of the marriage, recognizing how it shaped his understanding of love, partnership, and family. Through this relationship, Reynolds demonstrated his capacity to balance sincerity with reflection, openly admitting the imperfections of life and love while valuing the deep human connections that endure despite separation. The marriage underscored a core element of Reynolds' personality, his willingness to engage fully with life, embrace vulnerability, and learn from every chapter, enriching his personal growth and emotional intelligence. Fatherhood and family life. Fatherhood became one of the most grounding and rewarding aspects of Burt Reynolds' life, offering him perspective and purpose beyond the glitz of Hollywood. His adopted son, Quentin, was a central focus of his attention, and Reynolds devoted himself to creating a nurturing and supportive environment. Despite the public scrutiny and personal challenges he approached fatherhood with patience, love, and a sense of responsibility rooted in the values he learned growing up: loyalty, integrity, and compassion. Reynolds found joy in the small, intimate moments of parenting, teaching lessons, offering guidance, and simply being present, which often contrasted with the larger-than-life image audiences saw on screen. His role as a father revealed a softer, reflective side, showing that beneath the confident, playful persona lay a man deeply invested in the well-being of his family. Fatherhood also provided a stabilizing force, reminding him of priorities beyond fame, money, or career milestones. Reynolds' dedication highlighted that true legacy is measured not just in professional accomplishments, but in the love, care, and influence one imparts to those closest. In this sense, his family life was both a refuge and a source of pride, illuminating the human, tender side of an actor often celebrated for charm and charisma, yet defined by enduring devotion and the capacity for deep emotional connection. Admiration for Clint Walker. Throughout his career, Burt Reynolds held a deep admiration for fellow actor Clint Walker, recognizing in him qualities that Reynolds both respected and aspired to emulate. Walker's quiet strength, authenticity, and professional integrity stood in contrast to the often flashy, ego-driven culture of Hollywood, making a profound impression on Reynolds. He saw in Walker a model of understated masculinity, someone whose presence commanded respect without overt showmanship, who embodied decency, humility, and ethical professionalism. Reynolds often spoke about Walker with genuine warmth and reverence, emphasizing the lessons gleaned from observing a peer who combined skill, reliability, and integrity. Their occasional social encounters were marked by cordiality and authenticity, revealing Reynolds' belief in the value of meaningful connections, even in a competitive industry. Admiring Walker also allowed Reynolds to reflect on his own career, his choices, and the kind of man he wanted to be both on and off screen. The admiration wasn't merely professional, it was deeply personal, rooted in shared values and mutual recognition of the challenges inherent in Hollywood life. Through Walker, Reynolds found an example of how one could navigate fame without compromising character, a lesson that informed not only his personal conduct, but also his reflections on mentorship, respect, and the enduring influence of those who inspire by example. Friendship and mutual respect. Although Burt Reynolds and Clint Walker never starred together, Their relationship was defined by mutual respect and a quiet friendship that reflected shared values rather than public spectacle. Reynolds often spoke of Walker's humility, self-assurance, and unwavering sense of integrity, qualities that left a lasting impression on him. Their interactions were warm, honest, and grounded in professional courtesy rather than the performative friendliness that often characterizes Hollywood relationships. For Reynolds, Walker represented the ideal of combining success with character, someone who could achieve prominence without arrogance and influence without ego. Their friendship illustrated that genuine connection can transcend competition, publicity, or industry pressures. Offering a model of collaboration, mentorship, and respect, Reynolds' reflections on Walker reveal his thoughtful perspective on personal and professional relationships, emphasizing that true admiration comes from recognizing qualities that enrich not just careers but lives. In honoring Walker, Reynolds highlighted the importance of integrity, kindness, and authenticity as central to lasting friendships. This mutual respect, though understated, underscores a key theme in Reynolds' life: that personal character, sincerity, and the ability to value others are as significant as talent or achievement, and that friendships built on these principles endure beyond fame and public attention. Potential collaborations and on-screen chemistry. Burt Reynolds often imagined the creative possibilities of working with Clint Walker, picturing dynamic on-screen pairings that could have captivated audiences. He envisioned Walker as the strong, stoic hero, with Reynolds as the witty, playful counterpart, creating a balance of humor and intensity that could have defined a memorable cinematic duo. While circumstances never aligned to make these collaborations a reality, Reynolds cherished the thought, reflecting his lifelong curiosity and love for the craft of storytelling. These imaginings highlight not just his professional respect for Walker, but also a playful, creative side that enjoyed exploring what-if scenarios and potential artistic chemistry. Reynolds appreciated the nuances of collaboration, understanding how actors' complementary strengths could elevate a story, and he valued the process of imagining possibilities even in the absence of practical execution. This perspective reflects both his professionalism and his genuine enthusiasm for acting, demonstrating a combination of admiration, creativity, and lighthearted reflection. In considering such collaborations, Reynolds exemplified the joy of artistic imagination, cherishing the relationships and inspiration of peers while remaining open to exploring new creative horizons, all with a sense of humor, humility, and genuine respect for talent. Reflections on Hollywood masculinity. Burt Reynolds often reflected thoughtfully on the concept of masculinity in Hollywood, using Clint Walker as a touchstone for his observations. He admired Walker's blend of strength, dignity, and quiet confidence, recognizing these as qualities that went beyond physical prowess or public bravado. Reynolds saw true masculinity as encompassing courage, integrity, humility, and kindness, an ethic that informed not just on-screen heroism, but personal conduct. Through his admiration for Walker, Reynolds articulated a vision of manhood grounded in respect for oneself and others, in ethical action, and in balancing toughness with empathy. These reflections reveal Reynolds' contemplative nature and his desire to understand character and influence in a deeper sense. He viewed Hollywood as a space where superficiality often overshadowed substance, making examples like Walker all the more meaningful. By valuing authenticity over ego, Reynolds emphasized that enduring strength and influence come from character, responsibility, and ethical choices rather than mere performance. His insights offer both tribute to a peer and guidance for navigating life and career with dignity. In essence, Reynolds' reflections on masculinity combine observation, admiration, and personal philosophy, revealing a man committed not only to acting, but to living a life shaped by integrity, empathy, and the quiet strength exemplified by those he respected.